Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you want to learn how to make this cowl neckline with wrap round and rope with bodycon, please subscribe to my channel and watch till the end. Thank you. Is it cow or cow? Just subscribe and watch. Don't mind the pronunciation. Just subscribe and watch. Thank you very much. So we've already marked our chest line. You already know how we got that part. So from your chest line, you mark your shoulder measurement, your shoulder divided by 2. Then you mark it. So come down by 1.5 inches and then connect it to your neckline. So come down by 1.5 inches for your shoulder to navel line. So from the top part of your pattern paper, you come down by your waist measurement, and then mark your nipple to nipple measurement, your bust span measurement, and then put your dart intake. I took 0.5 inches on both sides. Divide your bust by 4 and then put the measurement same as your waist too. So put the difference between your front and back as your bust dart. Mine is 2 inches. Divide your armhole by 2 and then go in by 0.75 inches to complete your armhole line. So put your back side measurement, that's your back measurement. You know the front and back is not the same. Mine is 15 inches. Then put your shoulder measurement, your shoulder divided by 2, and then your bust measurement too, and complete the. So my neckline is 3 by 1, and then I came down by 1 inch for the slanting, shoulder slant. So for your zipper part, you go in by 1 inch or 0.5 inch for the zipper slant from the center back, and then connect it. So divide your waist by 4 plus your dart intake and connect it to your bust, and then complete your armhole measurement. Divide your armhole by 2, and then from the center you go in by 0.5 and then complete your armhole. So from your zipper side, you go in by 4 to 5 inches for your dart intake and draw a straight line. Then take 0.5 inches on both sides. So I'm trying to close the bust dart. The alteration, I'm going to cut through the bust line, the bust span. I'm going to cut through it like so, like the bust points measurements. You know we came down by 1.5 inches, so I cut through that place to the bust point, and then I'm going to close the dart. So from the armhole, you go in by 2 to 3 inches and then connect a straight line to the bust point, as you can see. And then from the beginning of the armhole to the chest line, you draw like a curved line, not totally curved, giving like 2 inches gap, like so, the way I'm keeping my ruler, so that we'll be able to slash through those lines. So after that, you get like another pattern paper, and then we are going to, after slashing through it, we are going to open it up and place it on this pattern paper. Place it on your pattern paper like so. Place it on the pattern paper that is straight, okay, and then you open it up like this. Then hold it down with your plaster or sellotape. So after opening it up like this, from the neckline you mark a straight line towards the center of the pattern paper. That's from the neckline, and then you cut it out the way I'm cutting it out now. Cut it out. So this is how it should be after cutting it out. Okay, this is how it should be. This is how you are going to place it on your fabric. You fold your fabric into two and place it like this. So I folded my fabric into two and I've placed it, and I'll add sewing allowance like 2 inches on the side, then half inch on the other sides, like the armhole. So this is how it is after cutting it out. So I'll cut a straight line towards the neckline so that I'll remove that neckline part. Divide your hip by 2 and then mark it on your pattern paper. After that, you divide the pattern paper into 2 to get your center front and center back. So from your center front, you get your waist measurement divided by 4 and then mark it. Then get your waist to hip and then your waist to your knee. Your waist to hip and then waist to your knee, and then mark a straight line. After that, so from your waist, mark a curved line to your hip. Okay, and then divide your hip by 4 and then minus 2 inches. That is for your knee line. On your knee line, that's where you will mark it. So mark a straight line to the end of the paper and connect. Now on the center back, you come in by 1 inch for your zip, and then your waist divided by 4 plus 1 inch for that. So connect a straight line from the zipper side to the hip line, and then from the waist to the hip line too, the way I'm doing it. After that, divide whatever you have on the knee line and then divide it by 2 and place it on the length of the length, the way I'm doing it. So from the center front, you go down by 1.5 inch to eliminate bulge, and then you mark it. Then you put your dart line on the back. From the center back, you put your dart line anyhow you want it to be, you put it. But I'm using 4 and then I'm using 7. The length is 7, and then I'm taking half inch on both sides, and then I will now connect it. So from the center back, I'm cutting it. I'm going in like from the center back, from the hip line. This is the back, from the hip line, from the center back. So I'm trying to put open 1.5 inch for, I want to do butt lifts. So I'm putting 1.5 inches on the center back, on the hip line. Okay, I'm opening it by 1.5 inches. This thing will give me a butt lift. So after that, place your pattern paper on your fabric and cut it out. I gave like 2 inches sewing allowance and half inch on the top. So after doing that, this is what you get. Do it for the back too. So I'm shortening the lining by 1 inch so that the lining will be shorter than the main fabric, so that I'll use the lining to turn the fabric. So for the overlap, you cut the skirt into 2. Like the skirt part, you cut out 2 of the skirt parts, okay, like so, and then place one on each other. Like this is the skirt. The first one is for the main bodice and the second one is for the overlap. Then from the side front, you go in by 4 inches, 4 or 5 inches, and then you cut it like a straight line. Okay, so let me show you what I'm trying to say. So after cutting it out, we have something like this. Okay, so this is for the overlap. You put the string or the drawstring on the edge. So this is the sleeve. Okay, this is a basic sleeve. So we are going to turn the neckline. This is the back. We are going to turn it with lining, both the neckline and the zipper part. We are going to turn it with lining. So after turning it with lining, this is what we have. This is what I have. Okay, so I'll now stitch the remaining part. So after doing that, you put your darts. You put your darts. So after putting your dart, you attach your zip, okay, to the back bodice. You should know how to attach zip by now if you have been watching my tutorials. So this is how it will look if you after attaching it. Then you attach the other bodice. You attach the other side with pin before you sew it, as you can see. So sew the lining. You know that the lining might be is shorter than the main fabric, so that we will use it to turn it. Okay, so you sew it on 1/2 inch, and then you sew the zipper parts like so. Make it to be the same length. Okay, start with the same length from the top, and then you sew it. You see how I will sew the excess. So this is how I'm sewing the down part. See the way I'm sewing the excess that is coming out. That's 1 inch excess. Okay, you bend it like so and then sew it. Then you turn it like this. Okay, turn it and then iron it very well. Then stitch the remaining parts together. So this is how it looks like after sewing it. This is how it looks like. Then put your darts and sew your darts. Sorry, I'm color blocking with my lining. I'm using green and pink. Okay, but you attach the bodice, the lower bodice to the upper bodice of the back line, the back bodice. So from the zipper side, from the waist side, you come down by 8 inches, and then from the down part you go up by 5 inches for the slits. This is the back, and then from that 8 inches, that's the zipper allowance. Then you sew it to the 5 inches, the opening, like so. So attach the zipper, the rest of the zipper like this to the lower bodice. Okay, so this is how it should look like. Okay, the zipper part, you can see how it's laying flat. So this is the upper bodice, this is the front bodice. Okay, I'm trying to sew the neckline together with the lining. I'm using the same lining. So this is the skirt part for the front. I'm turning it with lining. You know that the lining is shorter than the main fabric. So I'm placing the front. I'm notching the center. This is the center front. Then the upper bodice, I'll also notch the center and then place it on it like this. So this is the rope. I'm going to place it on the edge of the wraparound and also on the side front. Okay, to be 2 ropes. So you watch how I placed it. So I'm placing the rope on the edge of the wraparound. Okay, this is like the side front of the wraparound. So I'm placing the rope on the edge like so, and then I will now sew it round. So remember that you are turning the whole wraparound. You are turning it with lining. You can use the same fabric if you have enough, or you can use lining. Okay, so I'm using the same fabric. You will turn it. So the only place you will not turn is the side, because you attach the side to the main fabric. So after you turn it so that the rope can come out, you see the way I'm turning it. This is how it should be. The down part and the upper part, everything should be turned with lining except the side. Okay, see how it looks. So attach the wraparound to the outfit, to the front bodice. So we are going to attach the front. This is the front bodice. We are going to attach the shoulders to the back bodice. Don't mind my lining. I'm color blocking with lining because my lining was not enough. So I'm going to attach it to the shoulder. So join it with measurement. I'm dividing my bust by 4, and then I'll place it on either side of the bust, the armhole. I'll do the same to my waist and my hip. So after joining it with measurements, you open this side. You open the side, one of the sides, so that we'll be able to tie the rope, okay? So we are going to pass the second rope into it the way I'm showing you guys right now. Going to pass the second rope and then you stitch it back. You hold it very well. Then after that, you attach your sleeves. You attach your sleeve. Then I think that's the end. So if you have something like this,